PDF sir. இன்னைக்கு முடிச்சுட்டு 6:30 கொஸ்டின் செட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க சார். இது அசைன்மெண்ட் அது இது சொன்னாங்க.
இன்னைக்கு இந்த வாரம் அசைன்மெண்ட் எதுவும் இல்லை சார்.
நேற்று ஒன்று பண்ண முடியாம போயிடுச்சு.
அது நான் பார்க்குறேன் சார். 9th கொஸ்டின் 9th கொஸ்டின்
மட்டும்தானே உங்களோட ஆச்சா? ஆச்சுன்னா ஈஸியா ஆயிடும் சார். அதனாலும் பரவாயில்ல, அப்படியே அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க. இல்ல தேவையில்லை, இப்படி தேவையில்லை சார். இதுல எழுத முடியாது இல்லன்னா சான்ஸ் இல்ல. கிரியேட் நோட் ஒரு ஆமா கிரியேட் நோட் போங்க. ஸ்கிரீன் டைப்னு ஒன்று வருது. No.
எப்படின்னா சார்
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Hi. Good evening, all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. How are you all?
Yes,
We're
sir.
fine,
I'm fine.
sir.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. So all of you are joined, right? We can start the class.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. No, Tarun has to join.
And just check the screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Fine. So you remember what and all we discussed in the last class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Discussed about
Yes, sir. The
microscopes.
history of
Yes.
microscopes.
We discussed about what?
History of
Microscopes.
History of cells. Very good. And then
Parts of the microscope.
microscopes. The history of
parts of the microscope and the
The
principles of
IDs.
microscope. Yeah. Principle of microscope, the magnification, the resolution, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The lenses.
Light microscope
Yeah,
and electron microscope.
very good, very good. Okay, fine. And also we discussed about cell theory, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. So 1838, Matthias Leiden and
Theodore Schwann.
yeah, Theodor Schwann, German botanist, German zoologist, basically. So they only proposed the cell theory. Very good. And Rudolf Virchow. You all able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
He
sir.
said all cells
Sir,
arise
can
from
we
the
refer to our
existing cell.
textbook, sir?
This is the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing, Dad.
Wait,
It
this
is
is
the
The
this one.
textbook.
same PDF. Is this your textbook? Is this only
Yes,
right?
sir.
This
It
is
is,
only.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
it is
sir.
a textbook, sir.
This is your e-copy of your textbook. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
we
sir.
didn't get
Yes,
a
sir.
textbooks yet.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
but
just
we had
maybe
it,
we just learn now, and later you can connect this with your textbook. You can read, learn easily. Then you can connect it. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
Okay.
made in
Fine.
quarter income.
Good. So we also discussed about cell theory. The three postulates. What are the three important points of
The
three
cells
important
are the
points of cell
smallest
theory?
unit of structure.
Cells.
Cell is the
Mm.
The
unit of
cells.
function of all. And
Mm.
all
All
cells
cells
arise
arise
from
from
pre-existing
pre-existing
cells.
cells.
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, fine. So here and in below, they have just explained about cell theory,
Each cell theory.
taking example of mango and frog. Mango is example for plant, and then frog example of animal. Okay, so with that, they just explained the cell theory, like structural unit. What the first point says, any part of the plant, mango or frog, if you examine, you can see cells. That's the first point. So cells are the structural unit. Functional unit in the sense, see what mango plant will do. It does photosynthesis. Okay, it does photosynthesis. What frog will do?
Eat.
It
Or
will,
Frog just walk, just move here and
will
there.
hunt for flies.
Yeah, swim in the water,
eat.
walk in the
Birds
land,
or
all
eat
these things.
insects.
Jump in the land. You can see jumping in the land. So that is because of cellular activity, metabolic activity. Can you understand? So by observing the basic thing, you can say it is alive. It's doing some functions. And then
Yes.
also you can see like cells die and replaced. Means in mango tree also the old leaves will die and new leaves arise. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah,
sir.
like that. In different parts, you can see some new cells are formed and some are replaced. And so I think in the first few classes, maybe in the first class, I think I would have told you life begins with
Cell.
A
cells.
single.
So all, yeah, here all life start as a single cell. Okay, that only developed, and then we are now here. Okay, so that are the important aspects of cell theory. Simple explanation for cell theory. Now, today, now start with organism based on like classification of organism based on number of cells. Okay,
Yes.
means look at the basic concept. Larger an organism, greater the number of cells in its body. Okay, larger
Yes.
an organism,
So is it
greater
like
the number of cells in its body. I will ask
so
you
is it
some
like sir, can you hear me?
audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, so is it like you are taller than us? Does that mean
Because
you
you have
have
more
more cells
cells?
than us?
If you're taller, definitely you have more cells.
Definitely yes. And it's
Definitely yes.
like it's the volume consumed, not the like if you are more fatter than him, but he's more taller than you, you may have more cells.
Yeah, definitely you
equal.
have more cells.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you one question. See, the lungs, or you can say the liver of elephant. Elephant is so big, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
elephant is so big. Okay, and what cell makes the liver of the elephant?
So the White
Liver
blood
cell.
cells.
Basically, the liver cells are what? Oval in shape. See
Liver
like this.
cell.
Even white blood cells, right, sir?
You can say liver cells. Liver cells. Oval in shape. Okay.
They're big.
And we are human beings.
So,
Our
so there
liver
is
is also
no white blood cells in the liver.
So our livers are less like
yeah.
smaller
See,
than-
listen, Lily, get my question. See, human liver cell, and then elephant liver cell, which is
So elephant liver cell.
So your voice broke.
see. My question is human liver cell, elephant's liver cell, which is bigger one?
So
Elephant is big, human is small.
Small.
Means organism size is different. Elephant looks so big. Humans look so small compared to elephant. Coming to the liver cell, whose liver cell
Yes,
is
sir.
big? Options are elephants and second humans. Both are of same size.
Yes, sir. Both are of same
So-
size, but the like the volume is less in humans and the volume is more in elephants.
See, listen. Both are same only, but number of cells are more in elephant. Can you see?
Sir.
Cells are same, shape, size, property same, but number more. Can you understand? If the organism is big in size, it
Yes,
means
sir.
number of cells are more. Keep that in mind. Okay?
So what is the topic name?
It's the same
Size of
cell.
cell. We are discussing about what? The size of cells.
So
See, number and size of cells especially connected with the smaller organism and bigger organism. Okay?
so
Yes, sir.
Hello, students.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
us?
us?
Can you hear
Yeah,
us? Sir?
fine. Yeah. I can hear you. So listen, bacteria, yeast, and amoeba are unicellular organism. Means one cell itself makes the organism. Okay? Bacteria, yeast, and amoeba are unicellular organism. Among these things, keep one thing in mind: bacteria are prokaryotic cell. Yeast and amoeba are eukaryotic unicellular organisms. Okay, they are eukaryotic unicellular organisms.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
and now simple multicellular organisms. Example is Spirogyra volvax. Okay, Spirogyra and volvax are simple multicellular organism. Only few hundreds to few thousand cells are present. So some organisms are unicellular, some organisms are multicellular. In multicellular, few cells and multi-celled means many millions and trillions of cells. You can say human beings are multicellular, complex multicellular organism. Mango plant, complex multicellular organism. Can you understand?
Yes.
And
Yes,
in the
sir.
box you can see
Yes, sir.
number of cells, average number of cells. 100 million means 1,000 million cells in the whole body. Means 1,000 million equal to 100 trillion cells are present. And then 10,000 million nerve cells in the brain cortex.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
and then 5 to 6 million red blood cells.
So all you're saying right now is there in the textbook, right?
Normal number, cell count pa. These things
So,
are
like,
cell count.
everything you're saying now is in the textbook, right?
It is there in the book. Can you check?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
No, you got this from a website, right?
Huh?
Yes, the website where
What
we
is
are
today?
getting from.
Studies today, da.
Studies. Studies today. Look at that. Download from https www.studiestoday.com.
So just
Can you
search
see?
ICSE 9th grade
They'll
book
give
and
the physics book also,
studies
there,
today.
Tarun.
Yeah. Okay, you can easily download this studiestoday.com, studiestoday.com, Selena, class 9, like that it comes. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
so
sir.
listen. So now we are actually discussing the number of cells. Means organism may be single cell, few celled, or multi-celled. Even in multi-cell organism, you can see different statistics. All these things are basic statistics just to understand about the number of cells in different parts of the body. Okay, per micro you can see 10,000 means 5,000, 5 million red blood cells, 7,000 white blood cells. Okay,
Yes,
means the number, it talks about the number. Okay, now the subchapter 2.5 about cells. See the size and shape. The
Yes.
Yes,
smallest cell actually as of now here it is
Red blood
discussed is
cell.
bacteria.
Or back-
Bacteria is 3.3
3
to
0.
5 micrometer. Red blood cell is 7
Micrometer is 10
micrometer.
to the power of.
Okay, fine.
Bro, why do you need to
See,
say?
means you need to understand the basic size. Cells differ in size, cells differ in shape, cells differ in property, cells differ in function, right? The diversity,
It's
understand the
only
diversity
10.
of cells.
It's
Okay.
only micro.
10 to the
Hmm.
power of -6.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, it is
that's
in
it.
micro only.
That's it.
Okay,
What do you mean
microscopy.
that's
That's
it?
why see,
What do you
listen.
mean that's
So
so
small.
small?
No,
Hey,
I
in the
thought
first
it's
class
like
we
10
studied,
to the
right? See,
power of
listen.
9.
Cells are microscopic in
Nano.
nature. You know
They're
that?
not nano. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cells are microscopic. You need means they are in micrometer only. Most of the cells. Only the egg cells. Like egg cells,
Sir,
you
he's
can see
telling
human.
sir, he's telling micro itself is too big.
Nano, there are more
Yeah,
cells
yeah.
in
Maybe,
nanometer.
maybe. With microscope, you can see. Okay. Yeah, it's big in the sense.
Nano is
If you observe
smaller.
it under microscope, you can get a clear picture. If you observe it under microscope,
So nano is smaller than milli, right?
Bruh.
definitely.
Oh my god. Milli is
Cells are of
so much.
Milli is 10 to
micro.
the power
See,
of
listen.
-9.
Cells are not of nanometer size.
Milli
Only
is not
molecules. See, listen.
Nano is
Atoms and molecules are of in nanometer size. Cells in micrometer only.
Yes, sir.
Because cells comprises of molecules only. Atoms forms molecules. Molecules forms organelles.
The
Organelles form
molecule
cells.
forms DNA, then only it forms cells, right? Sir?
Yeah. See, listen.
Organ-
There is a.
organ-
See, understand one thing.
Molecules
The
form
levels
DNA.
of organization. Please understand the levels of organization. Just a minute.
Yes, sir. So molecules are the one that form DNA, right, sir? DNA forms
Ah,
cells.
yeah.
Cells form
Good.
tissues.
See, look at that. If you look into the levels of organization, levels of organization, atoms forms molecules,
Molecules form DNA.
organelles. Yeah, molecules like protein, maybe
not all
DNA,
Yeah,
all
mostly.
molecules.
not molecules, not
Mostly.
only from DNA.
Lipids, any
I said
any
mostly.
molecule. Okay. There are small molecule. Maybe for example, oxygen is made up of two simple, similar atoms. CO2 is made up of
Oxygen.
two
So
dissimilar
carbon,
atoms. Okay. Glucose is made up of what?
CX,
C6
Carbon,
H12.
hydrogen, oxygen. Can you understand? So like that molecule, there are simple molecules. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, glucose are simple molecules. Protein, DNA, lipids are complex molecules, macromolecules, right?
they form the
Anyway,
DNA. The
these molecules only makes organelles. Organelles makes cells.
Human.
Cells makes what?
Tissues.
Cells make
Very
tissues.
good. Very good. Very good.
Tissues
Cells
make
makes,
organs.
yeah.
Organs
Cells
make
makes,
human.
yeah.
Humans make
Tissues.
organization. Wait, no. Organism.
Tissues
Organization.
makes what?
Organism.
Organ.
Organ, da. Organism is
Not
the
that.
whole
I
thing.
already finished that. I said after humans.
Organ system. Finally, humans means organism. You can see the types of organization.
Yes, sir.
This is biological level, cell biological level,
It stops at
biological level,
organism, right?
or you can say cellular
Level.
level,
Cellular or cellular? Okay.
cellular level, cell level or cellular level, and this is called atomic level, atomic,
So what
or you
level?
can say
Oh, atomic level.
molecular level. Can you say atomic level or molecular level, and then cell level? Understand? So anyway, everything starts with what? Molecules. Atoms
Oh,
forms
molecules.
molecules, and then of course living unit in the sense cells.
So show
Is it
me
clear?
the slide. So can you
Yeah.
show me the
Okay,
slide?
fine. So listen. Now look at the size, like cell load size varies. Remember, bacteria is 0.3 to 5 micrometer. Red blood cells are 7 micrometer. And then longest cell is actually nerve cell.
The nerve cell.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
look at that. Imagine a nerve cell can extend from your fingertip
Like,
to the spinal cord. From the fingertip to the spinal
No,
cord
but
inside
one
your
nerve cell is just one neuron, right, sir? Like it's very small.
not
nerve
yeah,
cell.
one nerve cells, okay, with the long axon, extended axon. Okay,
Axon is the reason is long.
yeah, axon is a long fiber.
So
And
is
now
there actually a nerve cell which is extended from your tip to the backbone?
yeah,
That's called
nerve
spinal cord.
cell, that's one cell.
Not
Yes,
one cell. Not one
Like
cell.
multiple neuron
like-
cells or nerve cells.
okay, fine.
Yes.
See, next means, see, look at the diversity. Cells vary in size, cells vary in length, and cells vary in shape also. Large, there are cells are long and large. You can say birds, eggs, which are, see, all the cells which we saw now are microscopic. Look at that, the largest cells. Ostrich egg. What was the size? What is the size of ostrich egg? In almost 10 centimeter.
Yes, sir.
Can you
It's also
understand?
very hard to break it, sir. We need actually
Yeah.
hammers to break.
Okay,
Yes.
so like that, cells, all
You
these
can't
things
just
are
stand on
discussing about what? The diversity of cells.
Cells.
Can you understand? All these
Yes,
are what?
yes,
The
sir.
diversity of cells.
cells.
Okay,
So
fine.
can you explain the smallness of a cell, like greater efficiency part? Sir?
What?
That part, smallness of a cell, a greater efficiency. That part.
Yeah, that's what we are going to start
Oh,
now.
that.
Okay, see, why cells are small? The reason,
Sir, they can accommodate more cells and more function.
yeah,
More
if
the
it is
cells, more the
small,
work.
see, cells present in
More-
different regions,
more-
yeah, we can
More is
easily
better than
communicate.
less.
Okay, easy listen. For easy communication, one thing. Then, if it is small only, it gets the nutrients easily and enough. It becomes the nutrients, whatever is applied to that, the cell can survive with that. You just imagine if the cell itself is big enough, where it will go for its nutrients, when it will be supplied. So maintaining its own process becomes complicated then. Okay, so that's the reason cell should be small and it should be effective. Small and effective. Is it clear?
Yes,
Small,
sir.
ineffective.
Small
What?
and effective. Small and
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
effective. As small as, listen.
Micron. Micrometer.
Yeah, means micro. In micro size only they are present, but they are very effective. Okay, many cells. For example, if you just imagine in your classroom, 50 students are accommodated. Okay,
So it
just
makes us harder. to
if you
cell
people,
make
if
harder.
see, listen, if each of you are 300 kilogram weight, how many people can be accommodated in one classroom?
So the floor will break before everyone comes in.
Like at least one person will be sitting in one bench, right? You need
It's a
one bench
bench
for
will
each
break,
and
sir.
every.
She can
bench will
tolerate
break.
300 kill.
Yeah, So in the sense,
300 pounds.
smaller cell, yeah, look at that. If the cells are small enough, many cells can be there in one little space and they can perform more efficiently. Can you understand? So that is the thing which is given here. Is it
So
clear?
the brain is the teacher.
Yeah. In the sense, the explanation is like that only. If one box is there, one big box can accommodate. If the boxes are big,
Or
it can
smaller
accommodate one or two. If the boxes are as small as possible, the box can accommodate many. Okay, look at that. So that's the important thing. The body,
Yes.
if the cells are big enough,
So more
cannot
cells, more
accommodate more.
function.
If more cells are not accommodated, no efficiency in functioning.
So it's
Okay.
like saying the earth, I mean the sun can fit like a million earths.
Yeah, you can say. Okay, if look at that, if only one earth is there, you just imagine one sun is there, 10,000 earth is there, then what happens?
You can fit all of them.
You can
This is
touch
much
another
more-
planet. See, look at that. You can touch another planet. If many are there, you can touch another planet.
Many of them.
We will fight with each other. We all will die. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The space itself is full of planets then.
The flight
Okay.
will go and crash in the next
Yeah.
planet.
So
They'll be touching each
keep
other.
these 2 points in
So
mind.
we don't want to imagine that type of a situation.
Yeah.
There will be flights
yeah,
from
yeah.
one
You
planet to
can
another
see.
planet.
Yeah, you just think
It'll cost
now
like
the
$10.
yeah. Look at that. If you have more planet very nearby, imagine you
It's much
you
harder.
can
More
do some kind of
population also.
yeah. Look at that. They can throw all their wastes to you on your terrace. Okay, they will kidnap you. Okay, and you
Maybe
will
I
destroy
was,
them. Actually, you will destroy them then. So no peaceful living. But anyway, if kutti substances are there, small substances are there, and of course that uniqueness. See, listen, in our body, just keep one thing in mind. More cells are there. It is accommodated inside the body. And one statistic says we have more than 200 distinct cell types. Of cells we have in our body, 200 cells are there. Each and everything with specific function. Okay, so our diverse function is because of the presence of distinct cell types. If the cells are big in size, they cannot means only 10 or 50 type of cells may be present, so you cannot expect a diversified function of a cell. So it is good to have many small cells with more efficiency. Is it clear? Now,
yes, sir.
okay, look at that. The largest surface area relative to volume of the cell ensures greater diffusion of. If the cell is big, look at that, the cell size and molecules can easily diffuse.
So that's
Okay,
why
nutrients
the
into the
ostrich egg is pretty much useless under its cells multiples.
what? Ostrich
That's why
egg.
the ostrich egg is useless because it's only one cell, sir.
Yeah. In the sense, it preserves lot of nutrients into which. Okay, inside that you have lot of nutrients. Okay, which supports the growth and development of the egg into adult organism. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
See, look at that. We develop from sperm cell or egg cell.
Excel.
Develop from egg cell. See, sperms. Only one cell which is still in our body is what? One kind of cell which is visible in our body is what?
I don't know.
Cell.
Oh.
Egg cell is big. Okay, with big what? Cytoplasm. This is the cytoplasm of the egg cell.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Excel is visible to naked eye.
Yeah, egg cell only. See, egg cell, human egg only. Develop into what?
Shell.
Zygote.
The shell is
Zygote
the
develop
paper.
into egg cell power, not shell, egg cell. Develop
Oh.
into zygote, develop into embryo, embryo develop into adult organism, baby or whatever, adult finally. Okay, that since it is having more volume, This requires more volume. So normal size is 2 millimeter. You can see visible eye, only excel you can see from your body, and lot of cytoplasm. This is nucleus. Now, because it has lot of nutrients stored here, it can develop into zygote, embryo, or whatever. Look at the sperm cell, like this it is present, and nucleus is present. But what is not there? Even you
Sir,
can't
no
even see the
cytoplasm.
cytoplasm, because
Yes, sir.
no need of division again for the sperm cell. It just fertilizes the egg cell. That's enough. Okay, and then all the part will get disintegrated. So no cytoplasm.
But there should be a cytoplasm in the ovary, sir.
Then the cytoplasm. If you look into the sperm cell, like this, the tip will be there. Okay, here almost this is nucleus. Only little condensed cytoplasm. Can you see? Condensed
Yes, sir.
cytoplasm. Then only if cytoplasm is lighter enough, then only it can move fast, right? Swim fast.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
understand my point? Yeah, fine. So some cells do not have lot of cytoplasm, some cells will have cytoplasm, but which definitely helps them to grow well. Okay, fine. So makes the cell, look at that, some egg cells,
Sir,
larger surface area means, yes,
the sperm cell has a like a triangular head to swim fast.
means they have, yeah, kind of triangular heads. Tip, sharp tip. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Sir,
they
but
can swim
the
and pierce.
ovary, the female cell has cytoplasm in it, right, sir?
Lot of cytoplasm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Here, this image, you please connect it with egg cell will have larger surface area which supports all these substances. Nutrients into the cell, diffusion of nutrients into the cell, metabolic wastes from interior is sent out of the cell, and gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide can get in and get out. And if any little damage comes, it can be repaired. So, some cells are having bigger cytoplasm like egg cells, which facilitates all these functions. Okay, fine. Next, coming to the next diversity, shapes of the cells and their function. See, one thing is there, please understand one thing. Form follows function. What do they say? What do they
Form
say?
follows function.
Form follows function. Okay, keep this in mind. Form follows function.
Form what?
So depending upon the function, the form will be
Yeah.
shaped.
Form follows function.
So the nerve cell transport
Look at,
information.
see,
That's why it's long.
see,
Yeah,
look at
that's why it has a long
the shape of
axon.
your hand. Say, look at the shape of your hand and the shape of your nose. My diagrams are worst, but assume this is hand,
This thing have nothing in common.
this is nose. With the hand, what and all you can do?
So you can pick up stuff, you can drop stuff.
You can slap,
Hit
you can
others.
hold something, you
Yeah,
can even walk,
hit
you
others.
can help somebody else,
You can do
right?
push-ups.
You can wash, push-ups, exercise, many things you can do. Can you do all these things with your nose?
No,
Maybe
sir.
breathe, sir.
If you
No.
use six pack for
Can
your
your hand
nose, you
breathe?
can.
Yeah, you can through nose, right? And you cannot respirate through hand. So means
Without a
the
nose, you'll
function,
die.
yeah. So that's why we call it as what? The form follows function. Because of the form of the hand, you do different functions. Like that. Okay. Cells
Imagine the
also,
hand is shaped like a
yeah,
nose. It'll be very difficult.
yeah, cells carry different shapes. Okay, cells vary in shape. And based on that, they perform different functions. Look at that. What are the different shapes? Some are disc-like, some are polygonal, rectangular, cuboidal, thread-like, irregular, branched. Look at that. The epithelial cells. Can you see in the diagram? You have epithelial cells. These cells,
Yes, sir. The
different. See, some are flat, square. Some are column, long and
So they are like
elongated. Some are,
muscles and
Columnar epithelial cells.
yeah, columnar
Squamous
epithelium,
epithelial cells.
cuboidal
Squamous
epithelium.
Cuboidal
Yeah,
epithelium,
squamous.
squamous
Simple.
epithelium,
Very good.
and
Very good. Simple squamous
what is
epithelium,
what is
cuboidal
one?
epithelium. Is it clear? Like
Yes,
that
sir.
epithelium are of different types. And then cartilaginous cells. Where the cartilaginous cells are present in the body?
So in the
Soft
heart,
bones. Soft bones. Between the
okay.
hard bones, you have soft bones called cartilaginous bone.
Cartilage. It
Yeah,
connects one
cartilage.
bone to another bone.
Ah, yeah, there you have the soft bones, spongy bones. And then look at the human blood cells. Red blood cell are of disc shaped. What do they do?
Disc shape.
Gas
So
exchange.
they,
White
like
blood cells,
They are
disc shape.
biconcave. Biconcave.
biconcave. Very good, very good. They do gas
They're
exchange.
in a disc shape because in the middle they have to carry the oxygen and the carbon dioxide.
Yes, yes. Okay,
And
the
they
form
don't get
follows its
stuck if
function.
it's like that.
Yeah, and look at that. The white blood cells
That's how they taught me in Byju's.
are helpful in immunity. And then connective tissues, ligaments, tendons, etc. They connects blood body, means skeletal muscle to the bone, and bone to bone connection, so ligaments and tendons. And then the
Yes,
muscles,
sir.
striated muscle fiber. Striation in the sense you can see dark and light
Middle
bends
thin in there.
together. Okay. Yeah, means nerve cell, what do they do? Signal
So now so they
transduction,
carry the
They carry the
impulses. Yes,
Electronic
nerve cell.
impulses.
They carry the
Yeah, very good, very good. See, the proper, there are different type of cells you can see, right? Some are blood cells, some are epithelial cells, and
they
then bone
perform
cells,
different functions
and then
according to
listen first. Striated muscle, muscle tissue, and then nerve cell, smooth muscles,
cell,
and then plant like you have
guard
chloroplast containing cells, unicellular
guard
chlamydomonas, amoeba. Okay, so you can see different shapes of
So
the cell.
what function does bone cells have, sir?
Bone cells gives you structure and
bone.
shape. See,
the
So,
if
but
you don't have
Isn't
bone,
strong
see, if you
literally
don't
makes
have,
up the bone.
you don't have a shape if you don't have a bone.
like,
Okay,
You
look
will be
into your
flowing
face.
on the floor.
strong structure of the bone.
Yeah, it only gives you proper shape. Because of bones only you have head, the neck, forelimb, upper limb and all. If all these bones
Somebody
are not there,
thinks
you are
you
like,
are a cloth
see,
and they'll put you on the rope.
yeah, see, listen. See, listen, துணி துவைச்சு காய் பெட்ஷீட் காய போட்டா எப்படி இருக்கும்? அந்த கிளிப் எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா டோப்புனு கீழே விழும் பாருங்க. Like that only you will be there without the bone. Okay, you'll be like a bed sheet, right? So you can't
no,
get
but
a
I thought bones
proper
was
shape.
made up of only calcium.
Very hot. It is deposit osteocytes. There are cells called
The bone
osteocytes.
cells have calcium.
The bone cells are deposited with osteo, means calcium. Okay.
They also have other
See,
materials.
you have adipose cells, adipose tissue deposited with
Yes, sir.
fat. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like that, there are
Belly.
different type of cells,
This one.
and they have different function. Okay.
What is it?
Muscle cells
Not
can
this.
see.
This.
Listen. Muscle
That's
cells
what I
can
was saying.
contract. Cartilages cushion effect. Bone cells hardness. Smooth muscles. Your heart can contact. Your liver, your esophagus, all can perform smooth muscles. And the chlorophyll containing cells can perform photosynthesis. Okay, the chlorophyll containing cells perform photosynthesis. So like that, amoeba, you can look at that. The amoeba is irregular. Because of that, it can move. Pseudopodia. Have you heard
The
about that
bones.
pseudopodia?
Sir, so they
False
don't
feet.
have any. Sir, so amoeba doesn't have any membrane.
Actually, membrane illama
membrane.
you can't get any cell. If there is no membrane, membrane is the living
It's a
part of the
cloth,
cell.
you can move it.
So then how can amoeba go into any shape, sir?
Something called
See, it's
that
like a cloth.
mechanism. See, listen. See, listen to me. That is because of cytoplasmic streaming. What is the mechanism by which
Cytoplasmic
amoeba move?
streaming.
It is called what?
We studied
Yeah,
this.
cytoplasmic streaming. Okay, that mechanism is called what?
Cytoplasmic streaming.
Cytoplasmic streaming. Okay, the molecular movement inside the amoeba, you have cytoskeletal skeleton system made up of protein. Okay. See, if this is the amoeba, you have cytoskeletal system. There are fibrous protein. Because of the protein's movements, the amoeba moves. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you understand?
It's like a cloth.
Cytoplasmic
It's like a
remain.
plastic bag with water. It can go into this.
You can say. You can say. Okay.
Can you repeat the
Now,
cytoskeletal?
CITO, cytoskeletal system. Cytoskeleton. You have endoskeletal system, right? Bones are your endoskeletal system, which gives you the shape. Cytes means what? Cell. Inside the cytoplasm. Inside the cytoplasm, you have a skeletal system. If this is the cytoplasm, you have skeletal system, like spider web.
So there are bone cells in the amoeba.
No, there are proteins. They are not bones, basically. They are filamentous protein molecules. They are called what? Filamentous protein molecules.
Protein molecule.
Filaments, protein filaments. They are called what? Protein filaments make cytoskeleton. Filaments. Okay. Filaments only makes the protein molecules which form the cytoskeleton. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So different type of cell performs different functions. Okay, here it is given. Red blood cells, transport of exchange of gases. Amoeba, like pseudopodia movement. Nerve cell, impulse signal transaction. Muscle cells, contraction. God cells, opening and closure of stomata. Okay, here the bottom L is God cell, means movement of, means transportation of water it supports basically. Okay, so like that, different cells and they perform different functions. Is it clear? Now, so we will go to the basic structure of a cell. See, a cell will contain many kutti. We saw the molecular organization, means the molecular level organization of the cell, right? You remember? This is the levels of organization. Atoms forms molecules, molecules forms organelles, organelles form cells. Okay, so cell is made up of many organelles. So we are going to discuss what are all those organelles. How cell is divided into different parts. That's what we are going to study. See, first understand three different parts. Okay, one is cell membrane or plasma membrane. Second one is nucleus and then cytoplasm. Okay, outer, look at that like this. We are going to separate. Look at that. So this is the cell. This is called what? Membrane. Then the area, the jelly matrix inside is called what?
Cytoplasm.
Cytoplasm. And then you have a double membrane structure called what?
Nucleus.
Eukaryotic cell only will have nucleus, but prokaryotic cells do not have any membrane bound organelle inside. Keep that in. It is an eukaryotic cell
Yes.
because it possesses nucleus. If it is a prokaryotic cell, just circular DNA present. That is a prokaryotic cell. Okay.
Cell.
Yes.
Yes. Now, see, organelles. The other organelles, little organs. Inside the cell, there are little organelles. Organelles means little organs. Cell organelles means what? Little organs are actually present. See, each and every organelle will have a different size, different shape, different structure, and they have a specific function. Okay, every organelle will have its own shape, will have its own structure, and will have its own function. Okay, so the functions of a cell is shared by the organelles. Okay, can you tell me
Yes,
what
sir.
are all the functions of a cell? Cell can transport substances.
Respiration.
Cell can divide. See, listen
So
to
it
me.
carries the
Ah, cell
basic
produces protein.
information.
Cell can divide. Cell can destruct wastes. Cell can make protein. Cell can transport substances. See, means transportation occurs through cell membrane. Division occurs because of nucleus. Proteins are produced by ribosomes. So, mitochondria, you call it as what? Powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria
Powerhouse of
can
the cell.
produce ATP, powerhouse of the cell. Chloroplast, what it will do? Photosynthesis. Okay. Vacuole, lysosome. Lysosome is called
It,
suicidal
sir.
bag.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Means different part of the cell performs different function. Okay. Now, to understand, see, look at the cell first. Can you see the cell here?
Yes, sir.
There are two cells are given. One is called animal cell and another one is called what? Plant cell. Animal cell
Plant
and
cell.
plant cell. See, what are the differences? Basically, you can see plant cell, you have cell
Plant
wall.
cell doesn't have a wall. Sorry, animal
Means,
cell doesn't have a wall.
very good. Okay, and look at the other organelles. Cell membrane is there, nucleus is there, cytoplasm is there,
Plant cell doesn't have
mitochondria.
centrosome.
Yeah, mitochondria is there. Only plastid not there in animal cell. And vacuoles are
So
smaller in.
even chloroplast.
Yeah, that's what plastidoda or a type is chloroplast.
Okay, sorry.
Plastid.
Yeah.
Listen, plastid are of many types. Chloroplast,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
leucoplast. Yeah. So colorless plastids, colored plastids. So plastidoda example is called what? Chloroplast.
Chloroplast.
Okay. And now look at the structure carefully. What are all the components, organelles? You please list and know the differences. Okay, let me ask. Centrosome is present where?
It is
Sir, it's present
like,
in the.
so it's present in cytoplasm outside nucleus and
Actually, in animal cell. In plant cell, you cannot see. Okay,
sir.
is it clear?
Yes.
Vacuole
Yes,
is
sir.
bigger only in. Vacuole is bigger in.
Plant cells.
Okay. Chloroplast is present only in.
So it's
Plant
present
cells.
in plant
Only in
Plant
plant
cell.
cells.
Yeah,
Okay,
nucleus
sorry.
is present in
Both.
Both.
both. Can you understand? So like
Yes, sir.
that, some organelles are specific to plant cell, some organelles are specific to animal cell. But some organelles are common to both plant and animal cell. Can you understand? Fine. Now,
Yes, sir.
just look into that parts of a cell. Okay, what are all are present?
So I don't
Like,
get it, sir. Why is centrosome only in animal cell? Like even plant cell has to divide, right?
a plant cell follow a different mechanism for its division process. Okay, animal cells only have this organelle and it has its own role. Okay, like
Yes,
that cell wall is not present in animal cells, right?
Yes,
For
sir.
easy diffusion of substances, right? Ipo, why chloroplast is there in plant cell alone? Because they are autotrophs. It has to synthesize food. But animal
Yes.
cells are heterotrophs. So they do not need
They can
chloroplast.
they
Yeah,
don't produce their own food.
yeah. Like that. Plant cells will follow a different mechanism. When study about cell division, I will explain you.
So,
Plant
but
cells
what
follow a
about
different mechanism.
cows? Cows, but what about mammals? Sir? They produce milk, right?
They will have what? They will have
Yeah, they're
centrosome.
babies. That's not, they don't drink their own milk.
Yeah.
A cow calf drinks its mother's milk, right?
Does that mother drink? They don't make food for themselves. The
Fun.
plant can do that.
Yeah, but they still produce food, right?
No, that's
See,
not
no. See, listen. All organisms, see, plants can produce food for themselves only. By themselves, for themselves. We only take it. Animals also, cell is in animals. That's defining characteristics of mammals to produce food for the growth and development of the young one. Okay, that's the defining characteristics of mammals. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine.
Yes, sir.
So now, after observing the diagram, you look into the column, tabular column. Look at that living part and non-living part of the cell. Cell
Yes.
membrane is the living part. Cell wall is the non-living part. What is the difference between living part and non-living part? If cell wall is damaged, see, listen. If cell wall is damaged,
Sir,
cell will
living
not die.
parts are alive, non-living
Ah.
parts are not.
See, listen. In plant cell, if you remove the cell wall, it can again develop and it will survive. But in animal cell, if the cell wall is broken, in any cell, if the cell membrane is broken,
So, cell membrane is
cell will
broken.
die.
The cytoplasm
Okay.
will float away.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so if no cell membrane, you can't even say cell is alive. Okay, and then whatever the organelles are present inside the cytoplasm, Endoplasmic reticulum,
Endoplasmic
mitochondria,
mitochondria,
Golgi apparatus,
Ribosomes,
ribosome,
lysosomes,
lysosome,
centrosomes,
centrosome, plastids. Okay, and then
granular,
granules.
Non-living
Oh, yes,
is
of course.
granules, vacuoles,
non-living
back
Listen.
droplets.
The one which is listed, the 7 things, they are organelles. Granules, vacuoles, fat droplets. They are not organelles. Simply, they are molecular aggregates. Okay. Endoplasmic reticulum. The left side listed thing are organelles, but the right side listed thing, granules, vacuoles, fat droplets, are just molecular aggregates. Okay.
We
And
say vacuoles store food, but how does that food go into the vacuoles, sir?
see, vacuole membrane. We will be studying that vacuole membrane is made up of a single layer thing called a tonoplast, which facilitates movement of substances. Single membrane.
It makes a way for the food to go to the vacuum.
Yeah, they have different mechanisms for the movement in and out of the vacuole. We will be discussing each and every organelle. Don't worry. Okay, fine.
Sir, which
And
will
then
create a path? Sir, which will create a path? Which will create a path? The membrane of vacuole.
No, it's the
tonoplast.
something.
Oh, it is tonoplast. The
Tonoplast.
name of the thing you're asking, huh? Yeah, tonoplast.
Tonoplast.
Okay. The membrane of the vacuole, tonoplast. Okay, don't worry, we will be studying that. Every organelle we will be studying. Okay, just now get the outline. And then, what are all the organelles present in the nucleus? It has nuclear membrane, nucleoli. Yeah.
Fibers, non-living parts are nuclear.
Nucleoplasm.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Yes. So this is about the basic thing. Now one by one we will be studying. Okay. The general properties are listed here. Look at it. Permeability of the cell. Membrane movement. Membrane or the main function. What is the main function of the membrane? Movement of substances in and out of the cell. Okay. Next, cell wall. What is the function of the cell wall? Actually, which is made up of
It
cellulose.
just gives the shape
Again,
of the cell.
surround the cell membrane. Yeah, plant cell wall surround the cell membrane. Actually protects the cell membrane. Okay, fine. So because of the cell wall only, you can see plant cells always you draw in squares, rectangles basically. That's
Yes,
because
sir.
of the stiff, rigid cell wall. Okay, which surrounds the cell membrane. Okay, and then cell wall. The nature of cell wall is freely permeable some substances to live in and out of the cell. Okay, they have a permeability which can allow some substances, selective substances in and out of the cell. Okay, fine. And now you can see cytoplasm. So cell membrane basically And before that, you can look at it first. The cell membrane. Cell membrane is made up of what? You know, what molecules can make the cell membrane? Proteins, lipids,
Proteins.
little carbohydrate, and little sugars. Okay, they only make the cell membrane. Okay,
Yes, sir.
they only make the cell membrane.
Can you tell the composition again?
Uh,
Can you tell the composition again?
cell membrane
And
has what? What's your question?
he said all the
What is
parts
it?
again.
Yes, sir.
Cell membrane functions. Are you asking for cell membrane function?
Yes, sir.
No.
Selective
Cell what?
particles to
Look
allow
at
selective
that.
particles to go inside.
Permeability. Selective
No,
permeability
sir,
means
he's asking
allows that.
what is. He's asking
Allows
what
only
is what is the
selective
cell membrane
anyone,
made
Selective
of?
please, anyone.
materials like use
So all three means any one, please tell me.
they asked like what did you say about cell wall cell membranes?
See,
He
cell
asked
membrane.
what is
Yeah,
cell
yeah.
wall made up of?
Cell wall is made up of. Cell
Cell
wall. You are
membrane.
asking.
Cell
Yeah,
membranes.
what-
We have cell membrane.
Cell membrane.
See.
Cell membrane.
Cell membrane is made up of carbohydrates. Listen,
carbohydrates with some little sugar. That's all.
I'll tell you, I'll show you. Don't worry. Cell membrane is made up of what? Like this.
Carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates.
Lipids, lipids, or also called what? Phospholipids. And then
lipids and then
proteins,
proteins.
Proteins.
That's it.
carbohydrates.
Cellulose is for cell wall, right, sir?
Yeah, cell wall. Carbohydrates and then cholesterol. So these are all the components of cell membrane.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the structure is like this: phospholipid, bilayer, outside, inside, and then the proteins are present, membrane integrated. Okay,
It's a
then
continuous of
the cholesterol is present like this. Okay, so this is protein, this is lipid, and this is carbohydrate, cholesterol, and here like this, the carbohydrates are present either to the lipid or to the protein. Carbohydrates.
So is this
Okay,
a sequence
basically
of
they are
the same thing again and again, sir? Like
glycolipids. Yeah, something, same thing only. The basic structure. Okay,
Where is carbohydrates?
so the mighty sugar mighty.
The cell membrane.
Either to the, they are attached, carbohydrates attached to the protein or to the lipid. Okay, anywhere they are attached. If it is attached to the protein, they are called what? Glycoprotein. Glycoprotein. If it is attached to the lipid, they are called what? Glycolipid. Can you see? Carbohydrate, glycans means sugars. Sugar plus protein, glycoprotein. Sugar plus lipid, glycolipid. Okay, that's about cell membrane. Cell wall is made up of, in different organisms, you can have different components basically. For example, in plants, cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin. In bacterial cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan. Okay, a substance called what? Peptidoglycan. Okay,
Yes.
and in animal cells, means animal cells do not have cell wall. Let me write it, don't worry. Bacteria, cell wall basically. Bacteria, peptidoglycan. Plant cell, main component only I'm writing. Plant cells, cellulose. Fungi, fungal cells, chitin. Okay,
So what is it?
so
Chitin.
chitin, chitin, fungal cells, chitin. Is it clear? So like that, different organisms are made up of different components. Even plant cell wall, you can say cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin, and there are primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, suberin, lignin, many substances are come, but just know the important thing. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. So now coming to the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a semi-liquid substance, jelly-like substances. There only all
The
the
organelles exist.
organelles are actually present.
Present.
Okay, fine. All the chemical reactions take place in cytoplasm. It is the living unit basically, and all means this is like all the metabolism, all important functions occur in the cytoplasm. Okay, all organelles are basically present in the cytoplasm. Okay, fine. So
Yes.
anyway, with this we will finish today's class. Rest maybe in the next class. So just to sum up, what are all the things we discussed? We started explaining cell
Shape,
theory, and then
structure
yeah,
of the cell.
how the cells, how the number,
Small,
yeah,
Number of
and size,
number of
yeah,
cells.
very
Yes,
good, very good.
Shape,
And then the
function,
efficiency,
form,
the
a
cells,
form, follow function.
yeah, very good. And the cell shapes, different size, different shape, diversity of cells nature, and then the form follows function. Different shapes the cells are present with different functions, and then the structure of what bacterial,
Cell.
sorry, plant and animal cells. The basic structure of plant and animal cells. What are all the organelles are actually present in animal cell and plant cell and in both. And then we started about
Cell
the
membrane,
parts
cell wall,
of
and
a
then
cell. We just compared all the organelles, living part and non-living part basically. In general, simply what organelle is present in the cytoplasm, what in the nucleus, and then functions of cell membrane and the little components of cell wall. This is what we discussed today. And rest about the organelles, endoplasmic reticulum and all other organelles, ribosomes, mitochondria, lysosomes, centrioles, Golgi apparatus, plastids, all other organelles we will be studying later. Okay,
Yes.
and if you come little prepared, means just look into the book, download it or whatever. And if you come little
Yes, sir.
prepared, it is easy for us to continue. Otherwise, we will be stuck here and there. Okay.
So actually, we wrote a test on this chapter.
Yeah. The test maybe only the things which we discussed were there for the test. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So this time also we will be
Yes.
preparing some assignment. See, some assignments will be preparing. Like just go through the book, at least the content which we discussed till now. Okay. And maybe little questions, some questions maybe you cannot understand or you cannot answer. Don't worry. That we can discuss maybe after your test also. We can have a discussion. Sir, what is this question? Why did you ask this? This we have not covered. Sometimes 1 or 2 questions maybe like that when we prepare assignments, so that we can manage. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, yeah.
So does this book have a figure of mitochondria?
No.
What?
Does this book have a figure of mitochondria?
Maybe in other chapters it has, but in this chapter it doesn't have mitochondria.
Yeah, later I'll show you. Don't worry. It is there. At last, you can see. You can have a see a tabular column. Have you seen that? The tabular column.
Yes, I can see. But there is no mitochondria.
See, just a minute. Anyway, I will help you. Don't worry. Can you see a part of the cell and their main characteristics? You see mitochondria here. 5th one.
Yes,
Can you see?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
And before reading all the chapters, it is easy for you if you read like part of cells and their main chief functions. Okay. Tomorrow we will do that, and it is easy for you to connect all the organelles. plasma membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm. We finished just 3: plasma membrane, cell wall, and cytoplasm. And for tomorrow's class, you just go through endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, ribosomes, lysosomes, centrosome, plastid, nucleus, nucleolus, chromatin fiber, vacuoles, granules, all these things. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just go through that. That will be very helpful for you. And then plant cell, animal cell comparison, all other eukaryotic, prokaryotic comparison, and the terms basically, little terms. That's it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
very
sir.
easy. In 1 or 2 classes, we can finish. If you have little, means if you cooperate little, just go through this and come. It is easy for us to discuss all of the things which is there in the chapter. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So
Yes.
please go through. If you are not able to understand anything, just note it down. We can have some discussion session. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes. Sir.
good to, yeah, good. You people are interacting well. It is easy. Okay. And thank you so much.
Thank you,
Take care
sir.
then. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Take care.
sir.
Yeah. Take care.